Good night of Shabbos, everyone. I have Shabbos Parshas Vayeishev. As you can see, I'm wearing a sweater. It's uh, it's cold outside. I'm sitting with you amongst the Svarim, talking Torah. It's Baruch Hashem warm inside. You know, when we finish a sefer, we say Chazak, Chazak, v'nis Chazek. Be strong, be strong, be strengthened. Usually, when we say that, what we're talking about is that be strong in Torah and be strengthened in Torah, and find the strength to go to another sefer and another book of the Torah, and to learn more, to grow more. But if that's really the sentiment of what we were trying to say, then we wouldn't necessarily have to use the word chazak, chazak, v'nis chazek, be strong. We could use the words lamed, lamed, v'in yilmad. We could use many, many different derivations of learn well and get stronger through your learning. Why chazak, chazak, v'nit chazek? Also, you know, that word chazak, in Chanuka we talk about that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave the giborim, right, the strong ones, the mighty ones, biyad chaloshim, in the hands of the weak ones. So we talk about being chazak, being a gibor, being strong, as that was the paradigm of the Syrian Greeks, and the chaloshim, the weak ones, that was the Jewish people. What does that mean that he gave the giborim into the hands of the chaloshim? Why are we talking in that kind of level, in the word of in the level, in the concept of being strong? Why are we focusing on strength, focusing on being strong? That he gave the strong into the hands of the weak. Who cares if first of all, we weren't so weak? We won the war. That's so weak. So what does that mean? You know, we have to really, I think, define what strength is. We know the famous Mishnah is Gibor, who's a mighty person, a kavish yitzro, somebody who's able to subdue his inner characteristic. A person is able to have this kind of strength, to be able to subdue his yetzer, his evil inclination, and to be able to have this sense of self-control. But how do you get that? How do you become a gibor that can be kavish yitzro, that can control themselves and that can be in control of who they are? See, you have to have a clear vision. You have to believe in something. Because when you believe in something, then amazingly, you have the strength to be able to accomplish anything. You have the strength to be able to control yourself. You have the strength to be able to direct yourself. You have the strength to be able to lift yourself up and turn yourself around and move in a different direction. Because you know what you believe in, and you know what you stand for. You know what your values are. You know what your morals are. You know what your basis is. You know what your foundation is. But you got to believe in something. You know, you got to ask the question, where do we get the faith to be able to, where do we get the strength to be able to build the Mishkan? We had no capabilities to do anything artistic. We were brick layers, brick builders. That's all we had in Mitzrayim. We didn't have art classes. We didn't have, oh, go develop yourself. You know, go follow your dreams. There was none of that kind of stuff. So there was no way, to learn how to draw, to learn how to shape and to sculpt. And nobody had any kind of hobbies. There was none of that. So where do we get that? God says, let's build a Mishkan. And we didn't just stand there like dumbfounded, because we believed in it. We believed in God. We believed in a Mishkan. We believed in a place that we could go and we can connect to God. We believed in something. We believed in ourselves. We believed in being Jewish. We believed in being godly. And that gave us the ability to be able to learn how to sew, and to learn how to shape gold, and to learn how to make with different kinds of materials. Because when you believe in something, you have the strength to do anything. Yosef, it says that Mrs. Potiphar attacked him every single day. Every single day she made a pass at him. And then finally one day, nobody was in the house, and it was even bigger than usual. And on that day, he left his clothes in her hands and he ran away. So how did he have the strength to run away? So I'll say because he saw the Musti Yokana Shalaviv, he saw the face of the father in the window. So the way we always look at that is that, his father was looking down and going, Metarnished, you can't do that, it's pashnisht. For Yosef, what are you doing? And that's not what happened. What happened is Yosef saw the Musti Yokana Shalaviv, and Yosef was reminded of what he believed in, of who he was, of what he stood for. And the minute that he rejuvenated his belief, the minute he rejuvenated what he stood for, The minute he understood himself and he rejuvenated his relationship with himself, that's when he had the strength to be able to withstand even a Mrs. Potiphar, which was a very, very strong kind of attack. But because he believed that he could do it and he knew exactly what he was meant to be doing, he believed in something. That's Chanuka. Hanukkah is the darkest time of year. It's the winter, shortest days, and it is the darkest, the end of the month. There's no moon. It's mamish the darkest time of the year. And in that darkness, we were able to light lights. We were able to turn the world on. Because who are these Chashmonoim? What was going on at the time? They weren't trying to kill us. They weren't trying to attack us. We attacked them. Because what they were trying to do was to assimilate us. What they were trying to do was lashkicham teresecha, was to make us forget our Torah. They were trying to get us to a place that we had that we didn't believe in anything. They wanted to get us to a place that we would eat hamantashen but not believe in the hamantashen. That we would eat fish on Shabbos but believe in anything. We weren't doing it because it was anything. It was a reflection of anything going on inside. We just wanted to knock out our beliefs, take away our Shabbos, take away our bris milah, take away our limud Torah. Because if you can take away all of that, you can take away what you believe in. Right on the horns of a ox. We have no portion in the God of Israel. I believe in nothing. And you know what believing in nothing looks like? Like most Jews today. That would give up nothing for Judaism. That will work until the last second on a Friday afternoon. Because they don't believe in Shabbos. They don't believe in Kedusha Shabbos. That Kedusha Shabbos starts already early. That you have to prepare for Kedusha Shabbos. You have to do something to get Shabbos. Shabbos, I'm going to keep Shabbos. Oh, I'm not going to have Shabbos. I'm going to be home before work. I'll make sure I'm out of the shower by Shkia. You don't have to worry. With dripping air, I'll miss Mincha. I'll miss Kabbalah Shabbos. It doesn't matter. At least, what did you do? What did you believe in? What do you believe? He said, we'll sell our things down the river. Because what do you believe in? Now, what do you do? I didn't ask you what you did. Baruch Hashem, you never ate a piece of treif in your life. But what do you believe in? That's what they were trying to do. To knock out not our action system, but to knock out our belief system. And when you knock out our belief system, we have nothing to strive for, nothing to work for, nothing to push ourselves for. That's why we're called chaloshim. We were weak. We were weak because we were willing to give it up. And the Syrian Greeks, they were gibayrim because they believed in something. They believed in idolatry. They believed in their mythology. They believed in all of those things. They believed in it. They believed in assimilation. They believed in their power. They believed in koich v'yotzim yodi. And they were willing to do anything for what they believed in. And the miracle that happened was that the Chaloshim, we were in essence a weak people, but God gave the Gibarim, gave the ones that believed into the hands of the ones that didn't believe. And we became the Giborim, we became the mighty ones. Because now we had something to believe in. That's the reason why Chanukah is one of the few holidays that we have this system called mitzvah, mahadrim, and mahadrim. Then we have baseline to do something. Then we have mahadrin, do it a little better. And then we have mahadrin and mahadrin, the gar fruma. We don't have that by Shabbos. We don't have that by Kashrus. We don't have that by anything. We have it by Chanukah. And the halach is by Chanukah that we do the mahadrin and mahadrin. However you interpret what mahadrin and mahadrin is, lighting everybody in the house lights from 1 to 8, or one person lights from 1 to 8, it doesn't make a difference. But everybody, every household lights mahadrin and mahadrin. Nobody lights just one candle, which is mitzvah. Nobody lights just one candle for every single person in the house, which is mahadrin. Everybody lights some form of mahadrim and a mahadrim. Because on Chanukah, we want to show we believe in something. We believe in this Torah. We believe in God. We believe in Judaism. And we want to push ourselves to the max with it. That's what Chanukah is. Chanukah is the holiday of religious striving, of what happens when you believe in something. It's not the victory of the mighty over the weak over the mighty. It's not the victory of the many over the few. It's the few over the many. It's not the victory. It's none of that. That's all the stuff, but it's not the essence. It's not the heart. It's not the flame. The flame, it is the victory of believing in something. And when you believe in something, there's nothing that will stand in your way. When your life has a purpose, when your life has a meaning, when you believe in something. Moir Rabbi said we have to stop and ask ourselves when we look into those flames on Chanuka, what do I believe in? No, not what do I do, not what do I like, not what do I enjoy, but what do I believe in? What am I committed to? What is the center of my life around which everything else revolves? It's a hard question to ask, and it's a much harder question to be honest about. But is it my leisure? Is it my money? Is it my standing? Is it my house? Is it my car? Is that what's standing in the center? Is that what I believe in? Is that what I'm willing to give up everything for to make sure that nothing happens to that? Or is it my integrity, my character, my connection to God, my connection to mitzvos? That's the light of Chanukah. It's the light of look what happens when you believe in something. Hanerus halalu kodeshem. Those lights are a reflection of me, the holy me who believes in myself, who believes in my people, believes in my God, believes that I have a purpose and a meaning on this earth to accomplish. And when you believe, that's when you light up the world. Let's light up the world in the most beautiful way this Chanukah. Have a beautiful Shabbos and a beautiful Chanukah.